Welcome to Skooma's Gaslit Adventures with guest host, me, and who are you guys?
Damn.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Ebenezer Weezer.
nice to meet you. So, do you know what the show's about? Like what we do here?
Honestly, I have no clue what we're doing. I'm normally the regular host here, but that doesn't mean I know what's going on.
Oh, well, so what we do here is we just read stuff, and it's up to you guys to decide what you want to do. So, I'll go ahead and start off with the introduction, get you an idea of what, because it's a choose-your-own-adventure book. Probably should state that. The book is Could You Survive Prehistoric Times by, where the fuck's the author? Capstone. That's not it. Where the fuck is the author's name? Apparently it doesn't matter because it's irrelevant.
No,
What was the book called again? One more time, clearly.
Could you survive in prehistoric times? But it doesn't say the guy's name, just the publishing company. It might be three different writers.
I'll look to put him in on the description as a
Okay, here it is.
credit or something.
So, yeah, so like we got when it says chapter or before the table of contents, it says Eric Braun and Alessandro Valdrigi. Valdrigi. I am sorry. It's looks Italian. I can't read Italian. Let's go. Introduction. You are an ordinary kid going about your everyday life. Suddenly, you find yourself in a strange place in a strange time. It's a period for a long time. What
the? Alright, so we are an ordinary kid. What the
Yep.
fuck does? What? A
Yeah.
period for a long time?
It's a period for a long time. Or from long time. Sorry. From long time.
Oh dear God!
Alright.
Wait,
What
hold
the
on.
fuck
yeah.
happened?
Alright. The world looks different than anything you've ever seen before. Terrifying beasts roam the land. Danger lurks at every turn. Where will you find shelter? How will you get food? Will you ever see your family and friends again? Most importantly of all, can you survive? So then it just talks about what this chapter 1, chapter 2 is, how that sets the scene. So, going to start on the Cretaceous period?
Yeah.
Might as well. It has some pictures in
As
here
someone who knows nothing about nothing, what is the Cretaceous period?
before the Jurassic period. Like, it's set up into three parts, Cretaceous, Triassic, then Jurassic. Or Jurassic, then Triassic. So, like, I want to say T-Rexes would be more like, it's hard to explain because people just kind of like blend dinosaurs together, but it's periods of like hundreds of million years. Like the Cretaceous would be like 150 million years ago, while the Jurassic would have been, or maybe it's, sorry, I can't, it's hard to remember the order, because when you see your Triassic,
I need to drop the pop quiz there. Please continue.
no, it's just me trying to remember, like, because when you think of Triassic, the TRI, you want to think it's 3, so is it in the third place, so is it the third, so I think it is Triassic, Jurassic, then Triassic, or Cretaceous, Jurassic, then, whatever.
Got the gears clicking.
Alright, chapter 1, one tough test. You are taking a test in the Cretaceous period in science class, or on the Cretaceous period in science class. The room is silent except for the scratching of pencils. Miss Turry is in the back of the room working on a prehistoric terrarium display. Suddenly, you hear some electric pops, and she lets out a startled gasp. You've always liked Miss Turry, because she really loves science, and it shows. She always is talking about, man, I'm bad at reading. God.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Just
She's always talking about cool discoveries and cracking science jokes, and she does lots of experiments. Her class is never boring. That's why you don't think much about the noises at first. It's just another of Miss Turry's fun experiments. But then the room gets humid. A smell comes from the back like mud and leafy plants. Oh my, Miss Turry says. You look back, the terrarium contains a model of the Cretaceous period landscape, complete with plants, toy dinosaurs, and a pool of water representing a sea. For some reason, two big electric cords are attached to the side of the terrarium. A small gray laptop sits at on the table next to it. Its cable has slipped into the fake sea. A gooey liquid sizzles around the computer, eating at the desk. A thick mist wafts in from the tank. You drop your pencil. Is everything okay, you ask? Please, Miss Turry says. Keep working. It's just going to get the custodian. I'm just going to get the custodian. All right.
So.
Oh, sorry. This is prologue. This is practically.
That's-
What?
So like the cable for the computer fell into the display, and now it's sizzling and popping. And she's like, "I'm just gonna go get the janitor.
Yes.
Keep working, children. Don't mind the massive electrical fire risk."
Yeah. Please keep working. I'm going to get the custodian.
Yeah, no need to worry. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see no
Don't
problem.
mind your stupid little fucking heads, children. No one likes you anyway.
You're gonna get janitor and wash out the fire.
And what's he going to do? Just get a fucking. Why don't you just use
That's why.
just use a fucking wooden pencil? It's a laptop cord. And what's a
Just
lap?
unplug it
What is a lap?
from both directions.
Fair enough. I mean, I think simply we're thinking too hard about this.
Yeah, you are a kid. Stop asking
Oh,
questions.
Sorry.
Yeah,
we're the
I'm
dumb
just gonna-
idiots.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
is
gonna Stare
capitalized.
at the pretty lights as it sparks and crackles.
Yeah, you is definitely
Yes.
is capitalized. So, all right. She speed walks out of the room. You want to obey her, but your curiosity gets the better of you. You and your best friend Harriet go to the now rumbling tank for a closer look. The mist wraps around you. Don't touch anything, Miss Turry calls from the hall. Other students are coming to look too. Your head suddenly feels strange. Why are you so dizzy? Did the toy Triceratops just look at you? You reach inside the tank to pick it up. The world spins. You fall back, and when you open your eyes, you're laying on the ground. The muddy ground. The desk... I got too much spit in my mouth for this shit, man. Like, I got overactive salivary glands. The desks are gone, the tank is gone, even the walls are gone. Overhead, a pterodon soars under the sun, dragging its great shadow over you. You don't understand how, but one thing is obvious. You have just transported to the Cretaceous period. Alright,
Oh,
so
okay.
That's big assumptions.
So is Harriet with us?
it does not say.
Right.
All you know is there's a pterodon above you.
Bro, then imagine being Harriet right now. Your buddy just got like electrocuted and disappeared.
Was it
Vaporized for all you know.
was it you that told me that pterodactyls weren't dinosaurs?
I believe so.
I don't remember who it was. Yeah, like
Yeah, I was gonna
it blew
say.
my fucking mind.
It's not me.
Like they're not dinosaurs,
it's-
they're lizards.
Probably something I read on an article on Google.
And like stuff like that. I mean, I love annoying people with that, like the whole berries. What's a berry and what's
Oh,
not a
no.
berry? How trees are just fucking flowers. That like no tree is related. They all just said fuck you. We're gonna do our own thing, and they just yeah.
Right.
Like a birch tree is not anywhere closely related to like an oak tree. It's like saying a rose and a dandelion.
Fair enough. It's how it is.
It's how it is. And so now come to
I-
your first choices. You can either A, explore the jungle in the early Cretaceous, B, wander through the flowery fields in the late Cretaceous, or C, experience the coastline of the sea at the end of the Cretaceous. So apparently you're not only walking through fields, but you're also walking through
We're
time.
also- Yeah.
Right.
I want to go check out the flowery fields. I mean, come on.
Flowery fields.
Flowery fields?
Yeah.
All right, page 43. So we got a couple pictures here, like it shows the terrarium with the stuff in it. I can send you pictures later. Try to get the best ones, and you can upload it to the channel, like when you're doing it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, 44 was
I
it?
was just a child.
48.
43.
Kind of like.
Chapter 3, All the Beautiful Flowers. You look around to find that you're in a field of flowering bushes, trees, and vines. The area is full of dazzling colors. The sun beats down on you, and immediately you begin to sweat. You become aware of the intense buzzing. It's not just your head aching. There are millions of enormous bees, mosquitoes, and other flying, buzzing bugs you've never seen before. The insects dip and land on... Would we even be able to live? Because during the Cretaceous period is when, like, remember the giant, like, dragonflies you always see?
You're talking about the oxygen levels being too high?
Yeah.
Probably would need some form of respiration
Because
aid.
we don't really breathe much oxygen. It's only like 13% of what we breathe is oxygen. The rest is like nitrogen. Nitrogen and hydrogen, I
we
believe.
could just dilute our oxygen intake.
We're a child. How are we going to do this?
That's what I was thinking. No.
Some Dr. Stone shit. How to survive. Alright.
Because we're gonna find out.
The insects dip and land on bright, beautiful flowers. Yeah, you don't touch the fucking flowers. They're probably deadly. Then they rise again and dip back over and over. Some of them are large as hummingbirds. The air is cloudy. No, the air is cloudy with them. Lying next to you are your two best friends from class, Harriet and Lewis.
Harry.
Oh,
They're
what is this Lewis guy?
I don't know.
Your best friend
He
from
looks
class.
A little funny.
I didn't see him come up to the tank with us.
Nah.
Look, Howard probably hopped in on the last second in the wormhole.
It's like, I want to join. You think I'm going to sit back in this boring ass class?
Get the fuck out of here, Lewis.
I don't know. He seems pretty interesting. See what he
Yeah.
has.
So there's no sign of Miss Turry, no sign of the terrarium, and no sign of her room, and no sign of any other of your classmates. You realize Lewis and Harriet must have grabbed onto you at the moment you went back in time. That's why they got pulled in with you. In the distance, a couple of looming volcano pipes out puffs of smoke, and from across the field is a huge duck-billed dinosaur munching happily on the plants. It has a colorful crest on top of its head. Yep, yep, yep. Whoa, what happened? Lewis says. I hope this is part of the test. What an idiot.
Reporter.
I don't think it is, Lewis, Harriet says. She's holding your science book open in her hands and comparing what she reads to what she sees all around her. I think we've landed in the late Cretaceous period. Amazing, you say. That's it? That's all you gotta say? We got teleported in time. Amazing. Not even exclamation.
We landed in the late. Who said that? Was that Lewis?
That's you.
Oh, damn it.
Amazing, comma, you say.
I'm Harriet.
Oh, yeah? You're still holding the toy.
Idiot.
You're still holding the toy Triceratops from Miss Turry's terrarium in your hand. You shove it into your pocket of your hoodie just as it starts to rain. It's just a sprinkle at first, but dark clouds hint at a bigger storm coming soon. It's sunny up on the mountain, Harriet says. Maybe we can get up there when it's dry. The jungle is close. The jungle is closer, Lewis says, and the canopy of trees will keep us dry, kind of. Jungles have lots of snakes and other creatures, Harriet says. One thing is for sure, if you wait much longer, you're going to be totally soaked. To make a run for the
Lewis. Lewis is an idiot.
To make a run for the okay, so A, run for the mountains, or B, head to the jungle.
What do you think, Damien?
I'm thinking the jungle.
Ah, shit.
With the
I
snakes?
gotta tag along.
I'm
He's
going
real
to
Lewis.
the jungle.
Going with the snakes.
We are going with the snakes. They might be friends. You don't know.
Snake friends, yeah.
By the time you reach
No
it,
raptors.
by the time you reach the trees, you're already quite wet. Yeah, you said jungle, right?
Yeah.
By the time you reach the trees, you're already quite wet. But under the canopy, the rain doesn't reach you. You sit down against a tree trunk and ask Harriet if there's anything in the science book that can explain what happened to you. No, she says. There's definitely nothing in here about time travel. Near your head, a flowery branch begins to twitch. You look closer. Hanging upside down beneath the leaves, a colony of flies wriggle. Wriggle?
Wriggle, yeah.
I thought it was wiggle.
Wiggle with an R in there.
Yeah.
They're wriggling.
Huh. Each one is at least an inch long. They seem to be looking at you. You look closer. They have big, sharp jaws. Large, upside-down flying creatures with sharp teeth. Sounds a little too much like vampires to you. Let's get away from these things, you say. Those are crane flies, Harriet says. I don't care what they are, you say. Let's go. The three of you start walking away, but some of the flies follow you. You wave your hands at them and start to run. Eventually you stop in a clearing to catch your breath. There's something that grabs onto your foot. It's a massive snake. So A, pull away, or B, look for a weapon.
I told you Lewis was an idiot. Harriet said there would be snakes. And there's a frickin' snake. Sorry, what was the option?
Find a
Pull
weapon.
away or find a weapon.
You're not pulling away from a Cretaceous period snake. But we're a stupid kid, so we're gonna try to escape.
We are totally going to pull away.
Pull away?
Yes.
Your instincts take over. All you can think is to do, or your instincts take over. All you can think is to do is pull, pull, pull. You try to get away. Help! You yell. Harriet finds a big rock and smashes it on the snake. You feel its muscles flinch against your leg and you pull again. You are loose for half a second, but then the snake rewraps. It gets further up your leg. You scream again for help. Lewis is pulling its tail, trying to separate you, but the huge snake is too strong. Then it twists up around your waist. It's getting hard to breathe. Harriet hits it again and again, but it doesn't help. The snake wraps around your chest. It wraps around your neck. It opens its big mouth. You can't breathe.
What's Lewis doing?
Your friends are screaming. It squeezes even harder. You can't breathe. It hisses in your ear. You can't. The end.
We died. So that was the fastest way to die.
You're telling me the little girl picked up the rock and fought for our life, and Lewis, the one whose idea was to come in here, who was told this would happen, stood by and cried like a little bitch.
Actually, I don't know if it's Lewis or Luis. Luis.
Luis. Louis?
Aren't they spelled the same?
It's Louise, I suppose. We're gonna go with Louise. It changes nothing.
Because like,
Still, he's just standing back.
aren't they spelled the same?
No, my friend's getting eaten by a snake.
No, Lewis is not spelled like that.
How's Lewis spelled?
Oh.
Lewis or Louis, but that's usually Louis, not Lewis.
What's page
But-
105?
But it sounds like you got a Luis.
Cool. Actually,
Either way, I'm judging Lewis.
we have little extras, like, and it says the end. To follow another path, turn to page 11. To learn more about the Cretaceous period, turn to 105. In chapter.
What do you say we go to another area? Since the flowers went poorly, Damien, where do you want to take us back to?
Or would you rather go to the Jurassic period?
Do you want to make this a series where it sounds like we could get like 3 episodes out of this
Right.
with each period?
Yeah.
So what was the
And we've only done 20 minutes, so we can do the Cretaceous again.
right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what
Pull
was-
us back to the point where we chose the wildflowers, and let's take an option B or C.
Right.
Well, first. Oh, yeah. So,
I was gonna say, what was the 2 options again?
going back to the very beginning, you can either do the jungle, the flowers, or the coastline. So, early, late, or the end of the Cretaceous period.
Your pick, Damian.
I'm thinking. Sorry, coastline.
So, experience the coastline of the sea at the end of the
It's
Cretaceous.
like, you know what? The jungle kind of sucked last time.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an early Cretaceous, so we'll still go to 75. Alright. Seafood Special, Chapter 4. You stand up in the mud and take a step forward, but there is nowhere for your foot to land. You fall off a cliff. The end.
Really?
Wow.
No.
Did you just gaslight us?
Yes.
You fall off the cliff and splash into frigid water. The mist thickens around you.
Is that
You
what
shiver.
that feels like?
Are you sure I'm a sunbeam? Sunbeam twice in 2 books? Alright.
Oh,
There's nowhere for your foot to land. You fall off a cliff and splash into frigid water. The mist thickens around you. You shiver. Hello, you call. Over here, someone says. Luis, is that you? It's me. Is Luis a male name?
Let's just not worry about it.
It says he, so.
It's Lewis now to me.
So, Lewis, is that you? It's me, he says. You swim towards the voice. Finally, you find him. His palms are trembling and turning blue. It sure is cold.
Knees weak, palms are sweaty.
I'm out on his sweater.
And he's blue.
Ready?
We have to get out of here. All right, we have to get out of this water, you say. I fell off a cliff around here somewhere. Let's swim. Let's swim this way, Louise says. You follow him through the mist, which is quickly turning into rain. A strip of land appears out of the gloom, and you crawl up onto the beach. You're both lying in the mud, catching your breath. You okay? You ask. I'm okay, Lewis says.
Wait,
You?
Did Lewis just talk us into abandoning Harriet?
We don't know where Harriet is.
Did we look for her?
We don't know. What?
We don't
Okay, so
know.
we don't know about her right now.
We just fell.
We went back to the very beginning before we woke up with everybody.
That's right. We met them both in the flowers.
And so we don't know. We didn't even know Lewis was supposed to be here.
Harriet's out there dying to some big bug.
Well, we didn't know about it. We won't know until we get home, and well, sucks to be her.
Sucks to suck.
Damn.
All
All
right.
right, what does Lewis want?
Let's swim to land. Let's swim to land, Lewis says. You follow him through the mist, which is quickly turning to rain. A strip of land appears out of the gloom, and you crawl up onto the beach. You're both lying, catching your breath. You okay? Yeah, I've already read this. You get up and walk up on the beach towards rocky outcropping, and you can barely see through the mist. You find a place to hide under the rocks until the rain stops. When it does, the sun comes out, and the temperature spikes. You start sweating. You step out of the rocks into the blazing sun. Your clothes dry out quickly. You're so hot, you almost wish you'd stayed wet. You look around, you're on a small rocky island. About 50 yards across is a lagoon. The lagoon is larger landmass where you see fruit trees. You peer into the water and you see a school of giant rays, even bigger than the manta rays, swimming past. To swim to the large landmass, would you rather A, swim to the large landmass, or B, explore your island?
Okay, like all of that aside, man, those rays sound cool as hell. But I feel like I can't imagine what the hell's in that water if we're seeing giant rays.
Right. So I'm gonna go swim to the landmass. That's
Man,
what.
I love the beach, but I ain't even that stupid as a little kid.
Fuck the ocean.
So swim to the large landmass and past the manta rays, or explore your island.
We are going for the fruits on the island.
All right.
Island.
You and Lewis decide to swim for the shore. The rays swim beneath you. You look into the water and watch them glide right below you. They're as big as cars. Luckily, they don't seem to mind you swimming with them. When you reach the beach, you and Lewis scramble up out of the water as fast as you can. You land the sun drying off for a few minutes. You're about to go check out the fruit on the nearby trees when you hear a loud squawk. In the trees on top of the beach, a dinosaur stares at you. It reminds you of an ostrich. It has a long, sharp beak and feathers all over. Its arms and legs have long claws. You freeze. You think this is a Troodon. You remember studying...
Is this the thing that spits?
No. It's more just like a giant bird.
I feel like I've seen images of it anyway. Continue!
Yeah. You remember studying them in school? See, like stuff like this, we can either upload the picture and then we can just like add additional pictures. If you want me to find stuff for you, like the pictures of a Troodon or a Pterodon, or these ancient manta rays.
If you want to cultivate a slideshow, I'll put them together when they come into play, and I'll have a background image like I do with the other books.
And you know how much I love dinosaurs and shit, so.
Yeah. So as you do your edit, run through and get your images.
Alright, so you remember studying them in school. Troodons likely ate both plants and animals. Though they probably hunted small animals, you still don't like the way it's looking at you. The Troodon, I'm probably even pronouncing it wrong. The Troodon raises its wing to scare you. It worked. As you back away towards the water, you bump into Lewis.
Lewis shit his little pants.
Better stop, he says. You turn around. He's staring at a 10-foot crocodile at the edge of the water. It's opened. It opened. Damn. It opens its big jaw and claps him shut. So.
Kick Lewis and run. Kick Lewis and run.
You say, is that not an option?
No. You either A, run towards the Troodon, or run towards a crocodile.
What do you want to do, Chris?
Run towards the crocodile and push Lewis into its open mouth.
I don't think that's an option.
That's definitely an option in my heart.
So going for the crocodile,
We're
he
gonna go
says.
for a crocodile.
Oh my god, Damien said crocodile?
You said crocodile first, and he's agreeing with you.
Yep.
I wanted to kill Lewis.
We're going for the crocodile!
I'm gonna hope that kills Lewis. I don't think it's coming.
Let's take it with us.
You know the Troodon is not likely to hunt you. Even if there's a pack of them, you are too big. But somehow it seems too scary to get any closer. At least a crocodile is something you've seen before. So you linger on
What
the...
the fuck is that logic? The dumb kid that is still
Alright.
I understand this date. Hey, it's better to... What is it? It's better to deal with the devil you know, or whatever.
The devil you know, exactly.
Just jump on its mouth. So you linger on the beach. Lewis keeps an eye on the croc, and you watch your Troodon. He's coming closer, Lewis warns. More Troodons are coming out of the woods, you say. He's coming closer, Lewis says again. You turn to look. The croc is stepping slowly and surely towards you. You look back to the Troodons. Suddenly they all squawk and run away. Let's go, Lewis says as he runs past you. You start running, but the croc latches onto your foot. You try to twist away, but its jaws are too powerful. Your leg is crushed. The croc is pulling you back towards the water. Lewis, you yell. Your fingers rake lines in the sand, trying to hold your ground. Lewis comes and kicks the crocodile in the belly, but it doesn't do any good. In a few seconds, it has pulled you underwater. The end.
Fucking Lewis.
He tried.
Damn. Yeah.
Back to 11.
I hope he has PTSD.
Now, are we wanting to rewind to the very beginning or back to the crocodile?
Thinking about the crocodile. That's what I should have.
Yeah, I want to see more about this island. We knew the crocodile was going to kill us. I wanted Lewis to die.
Instead, it was you who died.
I kill you.
I kill you twice.
Mine walk.
Alright, so... No way you're going to let some prehistoric crocodile take a shot at you. You run up the beach towards the Troodon. It opens its wings again and squawks. You know the croc is lumbering after you, so you keep charging ahead. The Troodon turns and runs off along the sand. You look back. The crocodile chased you halfway up the beach, but now it sits and looks at you. It's a fast sprinter, but those short legs make it hard for it to run that quickly for a long time. It just snaps its jaws at you a couple times, then turns to waddle back to the water. All the muscles in your body relax as you realize you're safe. For now. Your heart is still pounding as you turn your attention to the trees. Look at those enormous fruit, you say. Lewis joins...
Fruit.
Fruit. Lewis joins you at the trees and you shake branches until a couple of the orange fruit fall down. They're as big as coconuts with a soft, fleshy peel. You poke your thumb...
You know we gotta get that low-hanging fruit.
Just put a picture of Jack Black.
Thank you.
You poke your thumb into the top of one and rip it open. It tastes like honey and orange. Amazing, Lewis says. You each eat one of the fruit. Then you have another. You are relaxing in the sand with full bellies when you hear something rustling in the bushes. It's coming from deep in the jungle. It sounds slow and it sounds big. The sun is getting low in the sky, meaning night is coming soon. A fire could keep you warm and scare away predators. On the other hand, you might want to find out just what's out there. So, to build a fire or to investigate?
Okay.
I don't see how these kids can build a fire, but I want to see what it pulls out their ass from this author.
Right.
I was in the Boy Scouts. Did it for 2 weeks.
Would it be smart to explore around, see what's around the area before you build a fire?
I don't think they're wanting to come back. I think they're just wanting to keep going.
Keep going.
So build a fire or investigate?
We go with the build a fire.
Build a fire.
I build a fire.
You quickly gather dried twigs, leaves, and grass while Lewis clears out a shallow hole. Lewis takes off his watch and breaks the glass off the face. He holds it so it captures the sun's rays and concentrates them on a pile of kindling. It's not long before the grass and leaves begin to smoke, and Lewis blows on them
bullshit.
gently. Soon you have a bright flame.
Fuck you, Lewis.
You gather bigger twigs and sun-dried bleached driftwood. Before long, evening is upon you, and your fire is raging. Suddenly, you hear a series of loud cracks coming from the forest. A large tree trembles over and lands in the sand near your fire. An ankylosaurus comes out of the woods after it. The tank-shaped dinosaur on top to munch on the leaves of the tank-shaped dinosaur stops to munch on the leaves of the tree, which are now conveniently at the ground level. It looks at you. Its tails look like a stone beach ball attached to the end of a whip. You gulp nervously as it swishes that club of a tail around like a happy house cat. To your relief, it eats all the leaves and moves on. After it's gone, you're still not alone. More monsters lurk in the woods. You hear them snorting, pushing through the leaves, and occasionally growling or yelping at one another. Maybe you should find something to defend yourself with, but you don't really want to leave the comforting glow of the fire. So, A, spend the night by the fire, or B, look for a weapon.
It can't be safe to go out there.
It can't. I'm thinking about staying by the fire.
I'm with Damian.
Stay by the fire?
Yeah. I feel like we're fucked.
Y'all cooked to death.
Right.
You and Lewis take turns collecting wood nearby and stoking the fire all through the night. In the morning, you wake up on the beach under the baking sun. You're barely awake when you hear a deep snort behind you. You turn and see a triceratops walking across the beach. From up on the burn, an Albertosaurus, never heard of that, an Albertosaurus, climbs down towards you as well. Then this quick theropod is a lot like a T-Rex. Oh fuck, you're fucked. Alright, from up on the berm, an Albertosaurus climbs down towards you as well. This quick theropod is a lot like a T-Rex, but smaller, and it has eyes on the Triceratops. The Triceratops does not intend to become anyone's dinner today. It lowers its head and charges, goring into its enemy with one of its long spear-like tusks. The Albertosaurus screams, and the sand around it darkens with blood. The Triceratops turns and looks at you. You should probably be scared, but for some reason you're not. You recall the toy Triceratops in Miss Turry's terrarium. Hi, you say. Are you kidding me? Lewis asked. Talking to a dinosaur? He just gored that other guy!
Are we about to pull out the toy Triceratops we've got in our stashed and be like, look, we're cool?
I think so.
I was gonna say, what is a weapon going to do if we went out to go find a weapon?
Yeah, what would a weapon do against these bitches?
So...
Exactly.
Alright, I think it wants us to follow, you say. You grab Lewis's arm and pulls him after the Triceratops. He follows along reluctantly. The beast leads you down the beach to a rocky pool at the edge of the lagoon. A mist hovers over the water. It looks like a terrarium. You step past the Triceratops. You can't explain it, but you trust the dinosaur. Dragging Lewis, you step into the misty pool. The air begins to swirl. Then a powerful wind kicks in. When it settles, you are standing in the classroom next to the terrarium. Students, please sit down, Miss Trey says. What? You say, trying to take in the sudden shift in the surroundings. I'm glad you liked your diorama, she says, but you have a test to finish. With a sigh of relief, you go back to your desk. You've never been so happy to take a test in your life. You were saved.
Christ. Never been so glad to have a test in your life.
My question is, it still never said anything about Harriet.
Yeah, no, Harriet's fucking gone, bro.
And she did grab you, but it's like she never says, wow, you're safe.
Yeah, no.
Or she never, where did she go in the classroom?
No, nope. 2 of us came back. 3 of us left and 2 of us came back.
Unless, just in this one, only the 2 went.
Nope.
But, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so either. That...
Harry just does not exist
nope,
no
I think
longer.
Harriet's dead as shit, and this fucking asshole Lewis gets to live.
Yeah.
And now we're trauma bonded, so he'll never leave us alone.
All because of a goddamn Triceratops. Alrighty. Well, I mean, it's a good ending. You guys survived. That's probably the only way you can survive that.
Well, most of us survived.
Most of us. Yeah. So... that was Skooma's Gaslit Adventure with me, the guest host, Skooma, and it was Could You Survive Prehistoric Times? Which they really couldn't.
Fun.
It's been real, but it ain't been real fun. Where'd my mouse go? Bye.
Aww.
Fucking Lewis.
Like and and subscribe.